Hey guys, KidGardener17 here, and I thought I would just do a quick update tour on all my plants in this video and show you guys what's going on. So starting off right here, we have my birdhouse gourds, and I don't know if you guys remember in the last video, but they were in the little cups, and now I have them in this planter. And it's weird because like some of the leaves are kind of like growing deformed a little bit, like that one too. A little deformed, and this is like the only one that's like not deformed, it's just kind of funny. And then back behind here we have our radishes, and they're doing good. I mean, they're growing really good. Hopefully we'll get a harvest, or at least get to harvest some of them soon. So then back over here we have the summertime squash that I'm growing in the pot for an experiment, and they're doing good too. Sprouting some flowers. Hopefully I'll get some female flowers soon. I want to get at least one squash out of these two plants, which hopefully happens. And then in these two pots are the watermelon plants. And I'm just gonna probably take like the one biggest, healthiest plant and keep it during the winter and try and grow it indoors. And I'll just get rid of the other ones. And then back here in this pot, we have their early scarlet globe radishes, I think. And they're doing good too. They kind of just like started growing really wild, so I kind of just let them be. I'm not really gonna like worry too much about them as long as I get stuff out of them. Then in this container right here, we have our spinach, and this is giant noble spinach. Not that giant right now, but hopefully I can get some out of it before the frost, and if not, I'll just take it indoors. So then in this container right here, I have my cucumbers, and oh, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little honeybee in the flower. That's nice to see. I haven't seen a honeybee in like weeks, so I like that. And then they're doing pretty good. They're putting out a lot of flowers. Oh, look at this flower hopping. There's one over there. Alright, so then we have these, and hopefully they're putting out flowers, but I don't really see any female flowers. So hopefully I'll get some. And then in this container right here, I have my bush beans, and they're doing good. Sorry if like you guys hear something like really loud. It's really windy out today. But they're doing pretty good. My beans are growing really large. The shade from the leaves is really helping. But they're doing good. And then over here are my tomato plants. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're doing good too. They're growing big. This one is growing the biggest, so I'll probably just keep him alive indoors during the winter. And then back here I just have my celery plant that I'm growing, and that is really just an experiment. And then right here I have another green bean plant. And then back there, just a random spinach grew up, so I just left it there. And in this one, I was trying to grow bell peppers with the seeds, but they never sprouted, and then these little things started sprouting up. I think they're weeds, but I'm just going to leave them because I really don't care right now. And then over in this one, we have another green bean plant. I'm really hoping I get a lot of green beans out of all my plants this year because I love green beans. And then down here we have the carrots. They're doing pretty good. We had a really heavy rain the other night and it snapped some of the leaves off. So hopefully they'll grow back, and they're starting to at the bottom. They're starting to sprout like these little things at the bottom. And then right here I have my black cherry trees that I'm trying to grow, and they're like, they've been the same size for a couple weeks now, so I mean, hopefully they'll still grow, but I know they're like trees and they take a while. And then down here we have my lima bean plants. You know, I'm not too bothered if they grow or not, because I don't really like lima beans. I just grew them because I had a pack of them and I was like, why not? And then this, I don't know if you guys remember this, but it's the long bean plant. The weird bean plant that I don't know what it was. And it goes all the way up here. The cucumber's hooked onto it, which I kind of like because it like usually goes up in the air and flops everywhere. And it grew all the way over here and wrapped around this little thing. And I'm like 5'5", and it goes all the way up to my shoulders, so it was kind of getting annoying just having it hang there. But I mean, I don't know if it's gonna put out like beans or something. It's just like putting out these little like leaf shoots every like foot, and then it's just putting out these leaves, and then I don't know what that is growing right there. Maybe it's like more leaves or something right there growing, but I have no idea what it is, so I'm just gonna let it grow. And yeah, so then over here we have a little container of black seeded Simpson lettuce that I started like 4 days ago. And I don't know if you guys remember from the last video, but my lettuce wasn't doing too good, so I was like, why not, I'll try it again. So these are sprouting up really nicely. And then in this container right here, I'm trying to get some cherry tomatoes to grow up so I can keep them during the winter, because I love cherry tomatoes. And then over in this container, I ordered online, it's like this hybrid mini orange tree, and the oranges are like that big when they're fully grown. And I can't remember what it's called, but I was like, why not, I'll order it, so I planted them in here. And I'm trying to get them to sprout, but I read the reviews that the sprouting rate is not too good, so I'm just hoping I get like at least one out of it, because I want to see what it looks like. So then down here we have, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I planted the 2 cucumber plants and a lima bean and a green bean plant down here. And they're doing good. The cucumber plants are doing really good. This one back here is putting out a lot of flowers. Well, I mean, not a lot, but a lot for like this small plant that it is. And then this one's putting out flowers too. But I mean, I'm really not too bothered if they don't grow any cucumbers, because they're really just extra plants that I had and I put back here. So yeah. So then down at the melon and tomato box, they're doing pretty good. My tomato plants are still growing wherever they want to grow. I really don't care anymore. I'm just going to let them grow as long as they produce tomatoes. There's one down there that'll be ready in a couple days. And there's one over there. Like last week, I think it was, 4 or 5 days ago, I harvested 13 red tomatoes. So there's a lot, and I've been giving them away to like my neighbors and stuff. But I have one cantaloupe right here that is almost ready, and I have another one right here that will hopefully like sprout off soon, because it's been growing a little slow because I had like 4 other cantaloupes on here. But I picked them all off yesterday because they were ripe, and they're really, really sweet and good, and they're really juicy. But I mean, the heat really has just like been destroying my plants. It's been like upper 80s, 90s. No, lower 90s, upper 90s, like the past like 2 weeks. And it's just been like destroying all my plants. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little dragonfly just hanging out on the tomato plant. I'm really not too bothered by the dragonflies. I mean, no harm done. And lastly, back here, behind the melon and tomato thing is the experimental plants, and if you guys remember them, they're just the plants that I didn't have enough room for, so I just threw them under my boat. And the green bean, the bush bean, is doing really good. The squash, not so much. I mean, they're doing good, but compared to my other ones, these are doing really bad. Along with this one over here, he's just like, I think it's like animals and stuff are just eating them. And then this bean plant back here, he could be doing better. I have my watermelon over here that, I don't know if you guys remember this from the other video, but it's like the same size. And if you can tell by the tendril, I'll be picking it in a couple days. The really weird thing is, this is my watermelon plant, and all of a sudden, like a week ago, it started shooting off like really fast growing, and it's growing over there more now, and up here, it's actually going up this by itself, and it's coming out over here, and it's just really weird because like it just stopped growing for like a month, and then it just all of a sudden started growing again. And it's putting out a whole bunch of fruit. There's one more. Where is it? Right there. So hopefully I can get like a couple more watermelon before the season's over. I don't know if I showed him before in my videos, but this is my chocolate lab Max. He's a really chubby boy. Yes, aren't you, Maxie? Aren't you chubby? And he's just chilling out in the nice weather. It's really cool today. It's a nice 66 degrees. I mean, that's kind of cold, but it's a nice break from the heat. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.